multi-billionaires on here. I'm sure all of us are feeling inflation. I know I am. So from the cost of living to gas to basic shit like food to things that cost us $5 a year ago that now cost us 7 or 8, that shit is absolutely affecting everyone. So rather than keep bitching about it or just having a repetitive conversation of inflation, inflation. By the way, y'all know, so I know some of y'all may not know, but inflation is not new, y'all. It's like a part of the world in America. It's been here since the beginning of time. And I just want to show something real quick. I know some of y'all might have this curriculum, and I'm not saying this to anybody personally because I don't know, but y'all, this is why, like, when I create shit, I really be encouraging y'all to like open it and utilize it. The curriculum I'm looking at real quick is from 2018. I wrote about inflation. There go the word right there, and I had a section about it. This too, I was like 20. I was in my 20s. I'm gonna just say that. I was like 27, 28 years old when I first wrote about this. I gave solutions on this and whatnot. So to anybody that got the post-Trump pack, I've been trying to politic on the concept of inflation for like 6-7 years at this point. And like I said, it's nothing new. Like it's the American way. It's part of America. I just know it's a big deal now because people really feeling it. So they're like, God damn, inflation. But been around since the beginning of time, y'all. So that shit ain't going nowhere. It's never gonna change. I don't foresee it ever disappearing unless like the world come up with some new way to get shit done. But it's gonna be a part of our lives. Not only do we need to be educated on it, on like how to combat it and work through it, but especially our children. I'm 35. Life expectancy in America is 72.5. What that means is I'm damn near, like I'm right on the cusp of halfway there. So we especially need to be educating our children because a lot of us probably not gonna be around, you know, when our children hit 40 or 50 and they got to deal with this shit hands on. So definitely want to get a hold of it now. And I'm finna give y'all a 30-day rundown on how you in the family as a collective can combat inflation. So let's get into it. So I'm reading out, like I said, it's the updated family Bible. So I know yours doesn't have this, don't trip. Yours, the digital version, will have this in 2 or 3 days. So anybody that don't have it, don't trip. You'll have it. Anybody that can't keep up with how fast I'm going, don't trip. You'll have to record. All right, so number one. But if you want to take notes, because I know some people like to actively take notes, go for it. But all right, y'all, we finna begin. If y'all see me swiping, man, motherfucking gnats. I'm under attack right now. Motherfuckers everywhere in my house because of my fruit and whatnot. So y'all might see me punching the air. These motherfuckers is disrespectful. They're just flying in your face while you're having a conversation. All right, y'all, but number one. Well, week one. And again, I wrote this from the perspective of you being able to do it with your family. Matter of fact, before I go in, who all on here got children? Who all on here got another half and y'all under the same roof?
I do.
I do. I have children.
So I'm gonna let y'all know, y'all, everything in that family Bible, the updated version that y'all gonna have in a couple of days, it is all written from a family perspective. Of course, if you solo and you don't got children, you could definitely do it. But I try to create activities and scenarios where everybody is held accountable. So number one, the objective for week one is going to be to understand and control household spending while adopting minimalistic habits. I love the word minimalism. So many people run from that word. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. To even carry out this activity, you're going to have to be genuinely honest with yourself. I tell everybody, like, you can lie to the fucking world. Lying to yourself is a different type of lying. So I'm going to say it again. In order to carry this out, you're going to have to be honest with yourself. A lot of us are nowhere near living a minimalistic life, and that is why as the cost of living increases and our hustles don't and our income don't, we be feeling fucking broker because we still living like we thought we could in 2023, but 2024 is a whole nother beast. So number one, conduct a family financial meeting. The objective for week one is to transparently, for anybody don't know, that means stop lying to yourself. Transparently assess the family's income, the expenses, and the financial goals. The action behind that objective, gather all the financial statements, bank accounts, credit card statements, utility bills, and review them with your family. Explain what inflation is to everyone in your family and the impact on daily expenses and long-term goals. I want to say this real quick. I've been telling people this shit from day one, y'all. Y'all children, mine included, those are young adults. They're not going backwards, they're going forward. I get it because a lot of us don't want to create like a pressurized environment with our families. But for some of y'all, really for all of us, in my opinion, it's imperative that we start including our children in those conversations. They in the struggle with us. They in the same fucking household that's struggling to stay afloat. They spending the money. Like, I'm gonna be real. I know a lot of y'all probably got children, who, me included, they wasteful. They just be living like we got it. You know, a lot of that only stem from because you put a wool over their eyes and don't tell them how fucked up the family really is. So a lot of us need to be having that transparent conversation with the babies anyway. Like, hey, look here, the money ain't looking how it was a year ago. So I'm not buying your ass $200 worth of snacks when we go to Publix today. We gonna cut that shit down to 100, or we gonna cut that shit down to basic necessities, and I'm gonna teach you discipline, fasting, and accountability at a young age. So when you do get my age, shit like this gonna be a breeze. When your peers crashing out because they still want to chase the fucking Joneses, they still want to live a life that they know they can't afford, it ain't gonna hurt you mentally or physically to be able to fall back and be in alignment with where your budget genuinely is, and not trying to keep up with a bunch of other motherfuckers. And if y'all think I'm lying, I know I'm not the only one that's on this Telegram right now that has spent money based on social status or keeping up with the Joneses. I know I'm not the only person that bought a pair of Jordans because everybody had them motherfuckers. I know I'm not the only person that had to go get the vacation, that had to get this phone, that had to do this and that because the social pressures of life told us, like, boy, you ain't on your shit if you ain't got this and you ain't got that. I want to believe that everybody on this planet, I ain't gonna say everybody on the planet, but I want to believe damn near everybody in the world done fell victim to, like, did I really needed to buy this shit? No. Why did I buy this shit? I don't even have a logical reason. I just know everybody else was doing it, so I bought me one too. So, like, having that conversation with your child early is even more important. So they don't end up another version of one of us that's keeping up with the Joneses, but in real life, we ass last. All right, so again, activity-wise, have each family member in your circle list 3 areas where they believe they can reduce expenses. So let's just have an honest moment real quick. Who on here just want to share 2 expenses they know goddamn well they can get rid of and they're not gonna die tomorrow if they fail back from them expenses for the next 6 months while they get their shit together?
Share that right now. If I got rid of weed and candy, I'd be
I got you. Weed is a big one for a lot of us. I just gave away all my weed. Well, I've been giving it away gradually over the last 2 months, but I finally just like fully got rid of it. But I'm with you on that one. Who else? Anybody else got something they know damn well they can get rid of? What is it?
YouTube Premium. You know, skipping those damn commercials. Waste the money. Yeah. I mean, I love it, but
no, I do too. I got premium too, but that shit is $20 a month just to skip them commercials.
Well, we need to be making money and not just listening to some damn videos.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. All right, y'all. So we're still on week 1. Number 2, create a strict, inflated, resilient budget. The objective for this, create a budget that focuses on essential expenses while minimizing discretionary spending. The action part of this step, separate needs from wants, setting limits on non-essential spending, and include a weekly family challenge to avoid any unnecessary purchases. Challenge your family to prepare meals only from the pantry's item for a week, focusing on low-cost ingredients. This is a big one. I actually talked about this probably like a year ago. I know I'm not the only one, and feel free to just unmute and be like, me too. It's some of y'all right now that you got 6 full-course meals in your pantry, between your pantry and your freezer. But because we lack patience, because a lot of us are impulsive, or because, I don't know what it is with humans, we like to buy shit, and then when it's time to eat, we just rather go buy some new fresh shit to cook, while the shit we already bought just continues to get old to the point where we can't consume it in 2 months because it's really out of date at this point. Is anybody else that do that? I know I've done that on a million occasions.
100%. We just had pizza yesterday, and I could have cooked.
Facts.
Yo, like, I'm bad with it. I'm terrible, right? I'll go buy like a refrigerator full of fruit for a fast and then go out to eat the day after I bought that shit. It's just all bad. But that's part of the reason why a lot of people feel inflation, because like it's a lot of times it's that unconscious spending. A lot of times it's that impulse to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna cook, well, I'm gonna just go grab something. We got 7 meals between the pantry and the refrigerator at this very moment, but we just can't wait that hour, that 2 hours to thaw it out. So now we finna go spend some more money just to come back later and be like, damn, the meat and the this and that went bad. Yeah, it's too late. It's a complete waste now. Throw it away. So I'm just throwing that example out there, but I know that's an example that a lot of people can relate to. But again, challenge the family to prepare meals only from the pantry for a week, focusing on low-cost ingredients. Before I go to the next one, who on here live on DoorDash and Uber Eats? I used to be guilty. I don't be on there as much no more. But if you do, I just challenge you to delete the app in its entirety.
I'm not.
Say that one more time.
My fiance guilty of that. I'm not.
I got you. But yeah, look, I know for me what helped me. Last year when I did this, I deleted Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. And again, y'all, I know like America's built on convenience. We love the convenience, but that shit add up. You know, like you may even have to plan with Instacart. I can't remember how much of the month it is. But even if you don't have the plan, like you spending extra bread every time you get that delivery. And sometimes like that 10-minute ride to the store is worth not spending the money. So just something to think about. I know for me, when I'm in discipline mode, it's easier to detach myself from those things rather than just try to be Mr. Strong Will and see all this shit in front of me and be like, I'm not going to touch it. I will break all the way. I'll delete this shit off my phone because I know how I am. And I have a very obsessive personality. When I find something I like, I overly indulge. And that shit get costly. Number 3, we still on week 1, y'all. Number 3, practice minimalism. The objective for number 3, teach the family the importance of appreciating the essentials and reducing material needs. Y'all, that go for the adults and that especially go for the children. And that's something like, I'm actually focused on this with my children. A lot of them are in a great space when it comes to that, but a couple of them are not. So that's super important. The action behind that objective, set a weekly minimalism challenge, such as decluttering items you don't use or giving up unnecessary memberships. Y'all, I'm sure some of y'all done it, but I urge everybody to do this. I think like quarterly, you need to go check your debit card and to see what you subscribe to. I know I'm not the only person who be losing like $50 a month, $100 a month, and don't know where this shit going or who the fuck this is. I subscribed to this shit 2 years ago and totally forgot about it. And they still cracking my card. They done made $2,000 over the last year. So I urge everybody, outside of just this plan for inflation, combating that, I urge everybody just to check on that quarterly because a lot of us we buy things off impulse. We totally forget about them. We might buy. I know for me, a lot of times it be content creation. So I see a new app, like, oh, I got to grab that app. I need that. And then you know, like, I know I'm the only one. We be eager to use the app. We don't give a fuck about the fine print. We just, man, charge the card. Damn, let me get to it. And the next thing you know, like, this shit charging you $6 per week. And you done had this app for 3 years. That type of shit adds up. And a lot of that goes unnoticed. And that's more bread that you could have been bringing into the household to either hide somewhere or go invest in something else. So again, the activity for that one, have each family member select one item they can do without and agree to sell, donate, or repurpose. Anybody in here right now got any ideas? I'll tell you one I got right now on the spot. I have a big MacBook display, and then I got a MacBook to my left in front of me. I have probably used, I think I spent like $1,800 on this. I probably done used this maybe 6 times since I had it, and it's been like three years at this point. Absolutely a waste of money. And this is definitely something that I can go audit my career right now and know like, yeah, this shit is just a big, like it ain't even plugged up. Excuse me, I don't use it at all. It's just a big ass waste of money. So that's what number 3 is about. You sitting down with the family, y'all decluttering, and everybody coming up. It's say one item. I urge y'all to do 2 or 3. Come up with 2 or 3 things right now that y'all can actually leverage to bring some more bread into the house. And the biggest thing, y'all, with minimalism is going to be the mental side. I've met people that really feel like they're going to die without their material. Shit, I done been there. It's certain material possessions I've had in life that I just absolutely felt like, not that I'm going to die, but I don't know, y'all. I just be having an attachment to certain things, and I'll be like, man, no matter what I do, I can't get rid of this one. And then sometimes you just need to get rid of it, and you wake up the next day and be like, oh, okay, I didn't die. I'm fine. My feet still work, my brain is there, and I can still like get active. So I urge y'all to do 2 or 3. And again, My personal opinion, you should be practicing inclusion and involving the children. Number 4, we're still on week 1. We're going to get to week 2 in a second. But number 4 for week 1, track your savings on reduced expenses. The objective for number 4, keep a record of the money saved to reinforce the benefits of budgeting. The action behind it, use a jar or a spreadsheet to track how much you save each week and discuss possible investments for these funds in the future weeks. So yeah, especially when children involved, I've learned through homeschooling. What I've been homeschooling, shit, Derek was 7, he's 16. So yeah, I'm almost at 10 years homeschooling. It is very important to have a reward system down from children to the adults. So it's super important that y'all politic after we want to be like, damn, look what we did. We saved this amount of money. Like, people want to see results, even the children. So be very, very specific about that. Y'all congregating after week 1 and re-politicking on y'all progress and what y'all did to make that happen. All right, y'all give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Wow, this is some good information.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I don't want to get rid of none of my shit.
Yo, Dante. Been sitting here debating on getting rid of shit for the past 2 months.
Hey, Dante, I have a quick question for you.
What's up?
Where can I find that information that you had posted on the Family Bible as far as straightening it out? You know what I'm saying? So when you go print it, it comes out.
Where is the information?
Yeah.
It's not really a place, right? So it's like I can give you directions on how to do it.
All right,
So
I'll just hit you up.
yeah. Well, let me. I'm gonna just say it real quick because a lot of people probably got that same issue, right? So it's when it's there, it's a PDF. So when you download the PDF, when you're ready to actually like go in and change it, you can use something like PDF Filler or like download it into like your Google Drive and then download it into a Word document. But it's going to change the way it looks. So then just go in there and it's a Word document now. So just, use your mouse and just push it where it's supposed to go. It's going to be a little tedious, you know what I mean? But, it's 100 and something pages, but most of the pages are blank. So once you do it for the first ones, you know what I'm saying? Everything else after that, each chapter is a breeze.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Derek, you got the floor.
All right, appreciate it, bro. All right, y'all. Week 2 is going to be income diversification and financial growth. And again, to anybody that joined, y'all going to get this recording tonight. And in 2 or 3 days, when the Family Bible get updated and mighty, y'all will have this laid out in there. So if you can't write it, if you miss something, don't trip. You're gonna have the recording tonight, and you'll be able to look at it. I say no later. It's gonna take her, because it's like 500 pages. It's gonna take her a day or 2 to format it, but you'll have it in the next 2 or 3 days. All right. So week 2, explore ways to increase the family income to offset the impact of inflation. Everybody that said they got kids, this one is for you especially. I ain't gonna say everybody, y'all, but most of our children. Matter of fact, I'm just ask y'all, how many of y'all kids are electronic savvy? They know how to work the iPhone. They know how to work the iPad. They know how to get active with technology, whether it be video games or whatever the case is.
Mine are.
Yeah, mine.
For sure.
Got you. And I'm not saying y'all children aren't, because some of y'all might already be on that, but that's all the more reason why they could be contributing to the household, and like we collectively getting money. And remember, we're raising young adults. So the quicker we school them on finances and fasting and financial literacy and how to go get it, the quicker we become a powerhouse as a collective. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, it take a lot of weight off when I could hit Derek and be like, hey, order your siblings something to eat, babe. I'll pay you back. Like, I'm being real, like, now if I needed some real money, I'll probably have to call my pops, but it just take a load off when if I need $100, $200, I can hit my 13 and be like, babe, cash out me $100 real quick. I'll give it back to you. So this is the importance of empowering the whole damn unit. You know me? So it's a collective push. Because I know some of y'all can relate, because I felt this way in business. A lot of times I'm the only person on the team that's actively getting to it. And that's the same boat that a lot of parents fall into. You're the only person in the household, or the other parent, y'all the only two that's getting to it. So again, the quicker you empower your entire circle, the quicker it's going to alleviate the pressure, the quicker it's going to give them the game, and the quicker y'all collectively become a powerhouse. And I don't care if your youngest can only make but $300 a month. That's $10 a day. That's still like $300 that the family didn't have. $300 is some people's phone bill. $300 is some people's insurance. So don't overlook this part and just be like, man, he's 6. Listen, his little ass know how to work an iPhone. He can go make some money. All right, so y'all, number 1, brainstorm family skills for side hustles. The objective, identify each family's strength to discover income-generating activities. The action, host a family brainstorming session to list possible side hustles such as online tutoring, freelancing, or crafting. The activity, true, and again, y'all, I'm giving y'all objective action and activity. Like, we ain't doing no fluff. I ain't finna give y'all long ass responses. I'm finna tell you, like, go do these 3 things tomorrow with the family and put that shit into action. Activity, choose one side hustle to try out together, such as selling homemade items or digital products online. When y'all get the Bible too, it's gonna be a section in there with like 25 side hustles that cost $100 or less to start. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the favorite ones that I put in there. It was a t-shirt business, and I broke it down to the T where you can get the stencils and all. But y'all, this is like a $50 business that you could start, and all you need is a regular ass iron out of Walmart. You and your family can literally start making y'all can start a t-shirt hustle immediately. So don't overthink this. It's very simplistic. And again, we're not trying to come up with $1 million. We literally saying, how can we make every body, and when I say everybody, I mean in the literal sense, how can I make everybody under my roof count? What can daughter do? What can son do? What can the youngest son do? What can hubby do? What can wifey do? How can we collectively push our shit forward so the family is able to stay afloat and progress, and it's not just 2 parents working their ass off and tired of these ungrateful kids and all these goddamn bills that keep piling up. Number 2 for week 2, teach the basics of investing. The objective, educate the family on ways to invest in even small amounts to grow wealth. So for some of us, right, we need to have a really simplistic conversation with our children. And I got these examples within the Bible, but I'm gonna just give you one. This is just scenario. This is an example. Let's say you got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. One of the dopest ways that I found to teach them the importance of investing, go get a jar and start small. Tell your children every time they put a dime in the 10 cents, every time they put a dime in the jar for 2 weeks, it'll turn into $1. You'll be mind blown at how fast they understand investing and how eager they are to take fuck a dime. They're gonna come with $2 next time and be like, shit, I'm trying to get a dub up out this motherfucker. So a lot of times it's simplistic examples like that will help y'all children understand like there's more power in investing than it is in actually spending. So, you know, like, you got to have these real conversations. You got to take them in the store with $1 and be like, get what you want. You got to let them walk out of there with them Skittles and eat them. Because, you know, kids, they're going to fuck them up. They're going to eat them in 10 minutes. And then you got to have that conversation like, bro, you realize you just ate all your bread? All your money gone. It's in your stomach. It's gone. At 30 minutes, the whole $1 gone. But then you got to show them the flip side of when you put the $1 in the jar. And you know this, of course, they not like really investing in something to flip. It's $1. But I'm just saying for example purposes, that's when you as the parent come back and dump a 5 in that motherfucker while they sleep in 2 weeks, and you show them the power of it. Like, you understand? That's a very simplistic example. Because you put $1 in the investment jar, you keep getting $5 out of it. Baby, that's how life works. So when you start, hold on, y'all, let me turn my computer. I keep making noise. So when they start to get a real bag, they'll understand the concept. Like, no, we're not trying to spend. We're not trying to blow it. We're going to invest this shit. I've been flipping money since I was 6 years old. So by the time I'm 26, I'm going to know what to do with $10,000. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. I'm not doing what everybody else doing when they get their first bag. I'm taking this shit. I'm putting it in a grown folks investment jar called a business, the stock market, whatever the case may be, and I'm making a profit. Just a quick example. I did that with two of my children, my two oldest, of course, back in the day. And they was able to understand the concept of like, okay, put something in, I get something bigger out. Put something in, I get something bigger out. And we can only hope that when they grow up to be adults, they remember those lessons and teachings, and they implement the same thing for themselves and their children. So back to week 2, number 2. Scenario, allocate a small portion of weekly savings for a family investment project, allowing children to choose stocks or bonds to follow as a learning experience. Number 3 for week 2, set up a family emergency fund. Y'all, this is extremely important. I know it's easier said than done, y'all, because I've had an emergency fund on several occasions, and real life will come and we'll wipe it out. And I tell everybody, if you don't have a plan of action for your money, I guarantee you your money going to go 2 places. Your money is going to go for your next big emergency or your next big purchase. I mean, I've met so many people over the years, and they be like, man, every time I get some money, it just be gone. Matter of fact, anybody ever feel that way? Every time you get some money, the shit just, it find a way to spend itself. Some shit come up.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, my opinion, y'all, one of the main reasons that shit always come up is because you don't have a plan when you do get the money. I'm not trying to tell nobody to do with their money, y'all, but I'm not a big saver. I've never believed in like, man, I want to save me $1 million. I might make $1 million because, you know, we clicking, but we spending this shit. We putting this shit right back into the streets, into assets or different things that we feel like gonna yield a profit. But I'm not saving my way to $10 million. I'm just not doing it. So I'm just here to remind y'all, if y'all don't make a plan with the money gonna get spent. You live in a country that's full of surprises, variations, and life just be lifing. So the reason, in my opinion, the reason why most people feel like, damn, it seems like every time I get something, it's gone. That's because when you get this shit, you don't do nothing with it. You just go hide it. Like, do something with it. So when an emergency do come, you're like, oh, no problem. Shit, I could pay for 3 emergencies right now because the money working for me, not just sitting somewhere depreciating every day because the banks ain't about shit anyway. So number 3, still on number 3, the objective, build a buffer for unexpected expenses. This is a real conversation to have with the family. So even down to the babies, right? You might go in their room and be like, how much that deodorant costs? They're going to be like, oh, it's $3, Daddy. How much a toothbrush? And I'm only giving these examples for the babies. Like, simplify it. So it don't go over their head. How much your t-shirt costs? It's $12. All right, well, you probably need to hide $80. Why you say that, Mom? So if something ever happened, you got enough money to buy you 5 weeks worth of deodorant. Like, I doubt they go through a stick of deodorant in a week, but I'm just giving an example. You got enough money to buy 5 sticks of deodorant to last you for 5 weeks if some real shit ever happened. So that conversation need to be happening as a family. Like, to the mamas and daddies, we need to be coming up with our monthly expenses and allocating a budget to the side that if shit ever get real, we good for the next 3 months. We're not going to be outside. We're not going to be under the bridge. We're not going to be without the essentials because I know how much it costs for our month-to-month life. So I'm at least go put 3 to 6 months. And again, I know that's easier said than done. So not trying to apply no pressure. Just simply telling y'all, an emergency fund is absolutely essential. I don't know if anybody on here from Florida, but like the last hurricane we had, that was a real fucking hurricane. That wasn't like, because I be sleeping on a hurricane. I'd be like, man, we're on a fucking hurricane. That was a real hurricane. And those are the times where you need the emergency fund. Granted, we wasn't asked out for months, but you know, shit get real when you ain't got no gas and no food. That's when you wish like hell, like, damn, we need an emergency fund. I need to be able to put the bat signal out and tell a motherfucker from Seattle, like, hey, shit me this real quick, because my city fucked up. We ain't got gas, food, phones don't work, we ain't got shit. So emergency
I'm in Florida.
Say that again, Commissioner.
I'm in Florida. We didn't even have an option if we wanted to evacuate because of not having money.
Right, yeah, no, I seen a lot of people that, I mean, it was a young lady went viral and she was like, y'all telling me to evacuate. Like, I just paid my rent 2 days ago. I can't go nowhere. I'm like, if shit get real, it's just going to get real. I'm just going to be in the house until it get too real that either rip the fucking house apart or I'm stuck in the house. So, no, that emergency fund, just forget the economy. A natural disaster can come through. And again, like, I'm a believer now. Yeah, I'm 35. I've been sleeping on hurricanes since there's one like me, one of the fucking hurricane. Milton showed my ass like, nah, y'all, our phones didn't work. I don't give a fuck if you had the iPhone 16. It just didn't work. We couldn't even text out, call out, no, nothing. Like, our world stopped for a couple of days. So emergency funds are vital. The action: dedicate part of the budget to an emergency fund. Teach the family the importance of financial preparedness, especially to anybody that was in that hurricane. Have a real conversation with your children about the importance. So anybody that live anywhere, just find small examples, but have a conversation with them about the importance of knowing their lifestyle, how much they spend on the regular, and how much they need to allocate to the side. Should their usual way of income collapse one day, they know, all right, cool. Y'all don't panic. We got 90 days to figure this shit out because I hit 90 days worth of money that's going to pay XYZ to keep us afloat. The activity: set up a rainy day jar where everyone contributes loose change and small bills to demonstrate saving consistency. That's a major one, y'all. Go get a jar right now. Well, not right now, but get you a jar when you get off this call. Have a conversation with your youngest and tell them, every little coin y'all find and anything under $5, I want it dropped in this jar. Write it on the jar. Shit just got real. This is shit just got real jar. So if it ever get real and they cut our phones off, our lights off, any essentials is gone, as a family, we've been stacking it up. We're going to dump out the jar. We're going to pay whatever we need to pay. We're going to keep it pushing. Number 4, practice. I'm still on week 2, y'all. We got 2 more weeks and then I'm done. Number 4, practice marketable skills. The objective: develop skills that can lead to new opportunities or side incomes. Activity: dedicate 15 to 30 minutes daily to skill building activities like coding, graphic design, or content creation. If y'all children know how to work an iPhone, it's there, y'all. And I'm guaranteeing, like, if they on the iPhone, they on social media, most of them know how to make content creation. They need to find old dinosaurs like myself and go get their bag up. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I need to break that one down further. That's a really simple one. If your child is on TikTok using the trending sounds and know how to get it done, there is a large demographic of older people that don't know what the hell they're doing, and your children could be monetizing their lack of education when it comes to making people hit the like button on their social media. That's just one example. I'm going to get this example too, y'all, with the power of AI. Y'all children could really be graphic designers by tomorrow. There's another large demographic of people that aren't educated on all the AI out there. Y'all definitely could be using shit like does anybody know what Midjourney is? Anybody heard of Midjourney?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. We at a place now, y'all, where graphic designers, I'm not saying this in a good way because I hate that for them, but they're becoming obsolete. They're no longer essential to businesses. You got shit like Midjourney that's whipping up graphics in a matter of seconds. You send it a prompt, and you keep adjusting the prompt. I need a little girl walking down a yellow brick road with a Uzi hanging out her back pocket. You got Midjourney cooking this shit up in a matter of seconds. So again, don't overthink it. Simplify it. There's a hella amount of ways. Forget the adults, that are children who be on these phones. Like, I don't know about Android, excuse me, but y'all know iPhone, you can go look up your activity. Some of us got children that's spending 8 hours a day on the phone. That's a fucking full-time job. And you ain't made a dollar. Not only are you on your iPhone with full-time job, work for hours, but I pay your bill as your parent. Shit, at least you could do is squeeze $100 out of that motherfucker. That's $3 a day to pay to offset the bill, so I ain't got to keep paying your bill for you. So again, dedicate 15 to 30 minutes daily to skill building activities like coding, graphic design, or content creation. Scenario: assign each family member a mini project. Examples could be creating a logo, designing a flyer to practice the skills that they can offer other people as services. Week 3. And we almost done, y'all. I know it's Sunday, and this is supposed to start at 7. It started at like 8:10. So I'm gonna knock these 2. We got 2. I'm gonna do week 3 and week 4, and I'm done with it. And again, I'm gonna drop the recording in Mighty. Y'all will have it. It won't take long. I think Telegram process their recordings like almost instantly. It ain't like Zoom where you gotta wait a little while. All right, week 3, food security and resourcefulness. The objective: develop habits and systems that reduce dependency on external resources and combat rising food prices. By a show of voices, how many of y'all are feeling these high-ass prices on groceries? What Cardi B said, Kamala told me groceries are not going to break the bank. You feel me? How many of us, how many of our motherfucking banks getting broke with these high-ass groceries?
Yep.
That's a fact.
So look, check it out. Number 1, establish a family food plan. The objective: cut down on food costs through bulk purchasing, meal planning, and cooking at home. Remember, we was just talking about that, y'all. We did. Listen, I dare everybody to go raid their damn pantry. I know it's late, but I dare you to raid your pantry sometime this week, and I dare you to have a conversation with your family and say, "Listen, I'm not spending a motherfucking dime until we utilize what we bought last September." I know I ain't the only person in here that got a box of noodles in their pantry. You know, noodles last a long time, but that motherfucker been in there for 8 months already, bro. You could have whipped something up already. You feel me? So I dare y'all to sit the family down and tell them, we're going to raid this pantry. We're gonna put together as many meals as possible, and then we'll focus on spending new money at the grocery store or going out to eat. But number 1, again, establish a family food plan. The action: create a weekly meal plan that prioritizes affordable, nutritious foods. We're going to be real about that one too. If we really stuck to what we actually needed as far as intake, that would also save us money. Especially to my smokers, I'm sure you probably overlooking it or not counting it, but I'm sure you got a whole nother budget just on munchy food alone. It may be some shit you already bought, or it may be when the munchies hit, oh shit, we got to get up. I know somebody on here be making pancakes 2 o'clock in the morning. I know somebody on here that be making goddamn Philly cheesesteaks at 4 a.m. It happens, especially if you smoke. Like it's natural, it happens. But meal prepping and meal planning can definitely help you to save some bread, and it actually being something that's suitable for your progression, and not just like, I'm hungry as fuck, so I'm finna eat 8 bowls of cereal real quick. Activity: involve the family in bulk buy shopping and meal prep to reduce food costs and avoid waste. Number 2.
Hey, perfect, DJ.
Go ahead, bro.
Are you familiar with Restaurant Depot?
Yeah, bro. We got one out here.
Oh, yeah. I would suggest a lot of people, would suggest folks that they have them in the area to check that out. Check that joint out, because you can save a lot of money buying stuff in bulk, rice and beans and even some meats and stuff like that. And I think now you don't even need a membership.
Yeah, bro. We got Restaurant Depot, Costco. What's it? Sam's. Yeah, bro. We got a lot of bulk shit out here. We got Tampa got damn near everything. I think we only got one Restaurant Depot. I've been in there a couple times, but you definitely right about the bulk. You could get a lot of shit in bulk, save you. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, I know it may not sound like it, but if you really take time to allocate your spending and like retroact what you spend on, that pack of meat that you buy 12 times a year, you could have just bought 2 big ass boxes and called it a day. You save yourself time, you save yourself energy, you save yourself gas, and you save yourself, most importantly, the money. But I don't know. I guess like buying the same shit 20 times a year for some people is just a social experiment. They like to go to the grocery store a bunch of times. But again, you literally, like, if you just think about it, grabbing bulk saves you more than money: time, energy, and gas.
Is that better than buying from Aldi? Buying from in bulk?
You know, I've never shopped at Aldi's. I just got wind of like the value in them recently, but I never physically been in one. So I ain't gonna lie, I can't answer that. I never been inside one.
I mean, Walmart, you get like 3 bags of nothing, or Publix, you get 1 bag. I'm in Orlando,
yeah.
but
Publix the worst. But
yeah,
I love the environment. That's why I still shop there.
Yes,
but it's worse. Like,
I agree.
I was just telling somebody the other day, I bought two like single paper towels. Was 2 in the pack. Bounty, $11.97 in Publix. I bought that same shit yesterday in Walmart for $6.97. I was like, this $5 dollars. This is crazy. All right, y'all. We still on. Yeah, number 1, this activity: involve the family in bulk buy shopping and meal prep to reduce. Oh yeah, I said it already. We are number 2. Now this is if space permits, because I know for everybody this is easier said than done for some of us. But number 2, start a small family garden. The objective: grow your own food to reduce grocery expenses. The action: plant fast-growing vegetables or herbs like lettuce, spinach, and basil. So I urge you all to, again, you already raided the pantry. Now we're gonna raid the fridge. Align the fast-growing veggies with things that you already have in your fridge. I know some of that shit, because shit, I got pineapples in my backyard. Them things grow like every 2.5 years. It take a long fucking time for us to get new pineapples. Now, the bananas, the bell peppers, the navel oranges, the lemons and limes, that shit grows super fast. So again, I know that's easier said than done. And again, space got to be available too, depending on where you live. But the objective...
Food stamps to buy seeds.
Say that again, bro.
You can use food stamps to buy seeds for anybody who gets stamps.
Oh shit, Ryan, know that. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
All right, y'all. So the action on this one, plant fast growing vegetables and herbs like lettuce, spinach, and basil. The activity, set up a weekly gardening section where each family member is responsible for maintaining the plants. Remember, y'all, the whole purpose of that family Bible is for the collective. Yeah, I fuck with the grown people, but I love the kids more than anything. So anything I create for y'all, it's always going to be from a perspective of how can we do this shit as a unit. That is another level of responsibility. John, your ass responsible for the peppers. Lisa, you responsible for the tomatoes. And you hold them to it. You hold them accountable. And again, consistency is going to be important. Accountability is going to be important because you got to be able to pull back up on them in a couple of days and be like, how your peppers doing? And then, if they're not taking this shit serious, you gotta explain to them the importance of them carrying out their role for the family. Boy, we relying on you. We need them peppers. You like when mama cook, right? Yeah. We need the motherfucking peppers to keep developing these good meals that I'm making. So I need you put the game down, put your iPhone down, and I need you to make sure you go out there once every 2 days, whatever schedule. I'm just giving you an example. I need you to make sure that you nurture your actual vegetable so you can bring something to the table as a family. Remember, y'all, everything I'm telling you right now is in the name of collectiveness. Everybody need to have a role. Everybody need to have of course, if they're of age. If you got a 2-year-old, that might not work. If you got a 95-year-old mother-in-law that's living with y'all, that might not work. But for the people who actively can get it done, make sure they know their role, they taking that shit serious, and you holding them accountable. Number 3. Remember we're in week 3, number 3.
Hey,
learn and practice food. What's up, bro?
Just wanted to speak on that real quick. I know like the winter coming and everything, but they got the hydroponic, or I think that's how you say it, hydroponic, like in home grow systems that you could use to grow like vegetables and fruits and all that in the house.
Yeah, bro. I got a guy, his name Micaiah. I'm gonna be uploading his content in Mighty. I don't know about that thoroughly, but bro used to fly in from Philadelphia and nurture my garden for me, and he really knew his shit. So I got probably like 8 to 10 different videos of bro teaching, but he definitely teach on that. That'll be uploaded in the unlearn and relearn section.
You can also grow garden in tubs too.
Yeah, we had a tub, but it was outside though. But yeah, I know what you mean, bro. All right, y'all. What number I'm on? Number 3. Objective: preserve food to avoid waste and save money. The action: teach the family basic preservation methods like canning, dehydrating, and freezing. So for anybody that's not fluent on those, don't trip. When you get the updated family Bible in 2 or 3 days, it's gonna have all that in there. I tried to go as deep as possible, and if you still don't understand it, when I upload the content with Micaiah, I'm sure you're gonna be able to pick it up. And then if you still can't understand, you can do deeper research yourself. But I'm absolutely sure between the family Bible, what I put in there, and what bro has on video for y'all will be able to break that down amongst the family, give everybody a responsibility. And again, they'll not only know how to grow it, but they'll know how to preserve it. If y'all can't eat it all then, or y'all need to save some for December, January, you'll know how to get it done. Scenario: buy your fruits in bulk when on sale and practice canning them together to save money and have long-term food storage. Number 4, teach the value of reducing food waste. The objective: instill a sense of responsibility in managing household resources effectively. The activity: have a leftover night once a week where everyone comes up with creative ways to use the leftovers. For everybody that got children, that's a dope one to me, y'all. That shit sound like a lot of fun. Cause I know my kids, especially Derek love to cook. Derek gonna go in there and pull all that shit out, and Ben made a whole new meal. She been made a whole new meal with 2 things from some other shit that had nothing to do with one another. So I'm gonna read that one more time. Have a leftover night once a week where everyone comes up with creative ways to use leftovers. You know what, though, y'all? Is there anybody here that don't eat leftovers? I didn't know it was people. I've met people that don't eat leftovers. Is there anybody on here that just like, nah, after the next day, I'm not touching this shit?
I won't eat leftovers past one day.
I got you, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that existed till maybe like 2 years ago. I met a young lady. She was like, I don't eat leftovers. If I don't eat that shit day one, it's just going in the trash. I'm like, oh, you the first person I ever met do that. All right, y'all, the scenario. We still on week 3, number 4. Conduct a food audit to see what perishable items went unused the previous week and strategize on how to avoid wasting them going forward. That's important for people like me because I'll go buy a whole goddamn fruit tray from Publix and only eat the pineapples, the kiwis, and the strawberries. I just hate blueberries for some reason. And then let the blueberries go to waste. So that's where I would check myself and be like, yeah, you're wasting money, bro. Find a way to still get what you want and leave that other shit so you're not even spending it. And you know premeditated, I'm not gonna eat them blueberries. You buy the shit anyway just to eat the 3 other parts and throw the other part in the trash. Total waste of money. All right, y'all. Week 4. Week 4 is a little detailed, but again, you're gonna get the recording and it'll be in the updated digital family Bible and Mighty. Establish sustainable practices that enhance your family's financial stability over time. Number 1 for week 4. Implement a monthly family financial review. The objective, regularly review finances to adjust the plans and maintain a proactive approach. The action, create a monthly review schedule where the family assesses income, expenses, savings, and investments. So what that means, y'all, is stop keeping all that shit in your head. Stop keeping it just between you and wifey. Bring everybody to the table and be like, hey, look, Dad just put $2,000 into this on the market. Well, why you did that, Dad? And that's when you have a real conversation with your children that not only are y'all bonding, but you giving them game on investments and you like bringing it full circle so everybody in the loop. It becomes a collective thing and not just a daddy be working his ass off type of thing. The action, create a monthly review schedule with a family. Oh, I just said that. The scenario, use the review as a time to set monthly goals and challenges, reducing utilities by 10%. That's a good. Hey, who else on here got a high ass light bill? I know I do. No matter what, my shit can be high. That's the good one a lot of us need to use. Use the review as a time to set monthly goals and challenges. So I need everybody to pull the family to the table tonight and be like, I bet y'all can make this light bill smaller next week. Make that shit fun for the kids and be like, hey, look, if y'all can get the light bill down by 100, I give y'all 30 of it. Trust me, them kids gonna cut them damn lights off and try to figure out like, damn, how can they probably gonna ask you like, well, how we lower it? Well, look, these 6 things mama feel like y'all could do to get the bill lower. If y'all get that motherfucker down by 100, I give both of y'all 20. Some along them lines. Granted, you spent 40 back, but you just saved 60 because it's a challenge. People like challenges, and children definitely like rewards. Number 2. Go ahead, bro.
Do you personally, or does anybody else personally use the text notification on with their electric bill? I'm here in Tennessee. You can go in and you can set a limit of what you want your, like I want to spend $1.50 a day. And so anytime my bill goes over $1.50, it'll let me know. And then I got a setup where it gives me 2 notifications. So it'll let me know when it goes over $1.25. No, it lets me know when it goes over $1, and then it lets me know when it goes over $1.50. So I've been able to slash. My bill used to be $100. Now my bill is usually about $65 a month.
What?
Bro.
That's the electric bill?
Yeah.
Bro, firstly, I appreciate that. I didn't know shit like that even existed, bro. But I'm gonna definitely look into it, bro. So I go to that motherfucker and be like, hey, we don't want to do more than $10 a day.
Right.
Yeah, it won't cut your shit off, but it'll give you a notification. That way, you can adjust your stuff.
Yeah, like, hey, sit y'all ass down. Y'all about to hit $11. Go sit down somewhere.
Sometimes in the wintertime, sometimes you leave the shit on 70, and it might not even be cold. And so you just keep leaving it on and on. And then, once you get that notification, you be like, damn, it wasn't really that cold yesterday. Let me turn this heat down just a tad bit. And then, like I said, I've been able to knock my joint down from like 100 to 65 a month.
Wow.
And then in the summer, my joint usually be like 80. I've been able to chop it down to 45.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Your company.
Oh, that comes from my personal. That comes from the utility company here in Knoxville. It's called KUB. So whatever you use, just check on the website or call them and ask them do they have that feature.
Bro, thank you, bro. That's a real fucking cheat code. I never knew some shit like that existed.
And Derek, because I know you're in Florida, they also have some other light companies. They do prepaid services where, like, if you just put a certain amount on there, you can only use what you put on there.
Damn, I need that shit for the water, lights, everything.
Right. You just gave me a good ass idea too. What you said.
Hey, I need that shit for the yard and all. The grass getting hot.
Yeah,
Stop. Figure it out.
we need to do a Zoom on just that, reducing the electric bill.
Gas and all, bro. Hey, I need my shit to be like, if you wanna only use one take a month, only drive 10 miles a day, bro. Sit your ass down. Yes, sir. I'll sit my
I
ass
can do
down.
y'all one better.
Commissioner, you said something?
Hey, and that's another thing you just mentioned, gas. If you got a Kroger in your area and you don't mind shopping at Kroger, on Friday, every dollar you spend, they give you like 4 time points. So like if I spend $100, I'll get 400 points, and that's 40 cents off gas. Usually every month I rack up about 1,000. So I usually get about $1 off of gas every month.
Damn, bro.
Is that Dante?
No, that's
that year. Nice choppers.
Shit, you just made me cut off like 3 lights in this bitch.
Hey, Derek, I'm gonna give you another one, right?
I can do you guys one better. I did this about 15 years ago, and I have not paid over $75 on my bill for the last, like 10 years. Okay, I did an energy audit. What you got to do with your energy audit? Do you know that every daggone thing in your house, if it's plugged in and you're not using it, it is still pulling energy? That's why you could go away for a couple of weeks, come back, and you wonder why your bill is the same. Because you're not plugging out the things that are non-essential. If you do not use your microwave pulls as much energy as your refrigerator. So you need to unplug. Anything that you are not using, unplug it. Just the unplugging of those things, those essential items, will drop your electricity bill by almost 50%. My kids walk in and will turn off a light because they were taught that if you are not in the room, you are not using that light. That light does not need to be on. So they literally walked around, and I used to pay them. I used to pay them with points for each time they would walk around. If they see some energy being misused, they would literally walk around like, Mom, it's on. Ain't nobody even in the room.
Hey,
and I was
like
man,
that.
Look at you. And they start turning that stuff off. So anything that you're not using, plug it out. The only thing that needs to be on all the time is your daggone refrigerator or your freezer. The other thing that needs to be on, your TV don't even be on if ain't nobody watching it, ain't nobody using it. As soon as it gets plugged in, it's linked to your Wi-Fi, and guess what? Everything gets updated, and the stuff is all the dates and everything come back on. So you don't need to be keeping that stuff on if you don't need it at all. Plug that stuff out and change the LED. Some of these old time bulbs are actually better than these new LED bulbs. Just make sure the energy that puts out, go around and change every dang one thing you got to a lower output, like 100 watts. Nah, you can use a 5-watt bulbs that'll give you 100 lumens, that are, 1,000 lumens on that 5-watt bulb. And you are literally saving $25 a month just by changing a bulb.
And see, that's crazy, right? Because in my case, I never go upstairs in my house. I can't imagine how much shit plugged up there right now that fuck flipping it on. Like, I don't even flip it on. I don't go upstairs at all. I stay on my bottom level. So I know, like, they just getting a bunch of free bread from me. But I appreciate that because I'm definitely going to put my kids up to the challenge and be like, hey, unplug all that shit.
I do have another hack for lowering your electric bill. I forgot about it because my shit just ran out. But they have a thing. The government has a thing in every state. You just have to find out where you can, get that in your local area. But look up LIHEAP, LIHEAP. It's a low income heating and low income heating energy assistance program.
Mm-hmm.
And you, depending on your family income, I know I'm disabled, so for myself, man, they give me $600 a year to put on my bill.
They call it LEAP in Georgia, LEAP.
Yeah, it's here too.
When I was in
In
Chicago, I used to get that too. But in Florida, I'm in Orlando, they don't even give the same. You got to be damn near cut off for them to help.
Well,
You got to be like disabled. You got to be like disabled. You got to be what do you call it? A lot of either on public assistance, disabled, or elderly for you to be on those programs in certain areas.
Go to findhelp.org and you'll find a whole bunch of resources on there.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's different. I don't know.
Call 211 United Way.
Yeah.
Dante, you was about to add something, bro?
Yeah. So I got a company here that I fuck with, but like if y'all do your homework, it shit works everywhere in the United States, right? So the company that I fuck with is called Posigen, Posigen. Now what they do is they put solar panels on your crib, right? So I got one of my houses that is 5 bedroom, 3 bath. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of big house, right? When they come out, it's totally free, and these programs is in your states too. You got some states like Delaware, for example, where they will pay you to put the solar panels on your crib. Now the twist is, if you need roof work, they will come in and give you a new roof, so that way the solar panels can be attached to your crib. So my one house, the electric bill was like $120 a month. It went down to $14. Now the solar panel provider, they charge $50 a month. So basically it went from $120 to like $65. But you still pay your electric bill to the electric company, because that's who's generating your electricity and figuring out your kilowatt hours. Now, when they do it, they come in and do a weatherization assessment. So they go around your whole house, weatherproof your house, make sure you don't got no cracks, no seals, no, figure out where you losing energy or you losing anything with your windows. And they bring a blower into your house. So then they figure out how much air you losing, you know what I'm saying, in the summer or the winter. They seal your crib up. They give you good thermostats. But then when you think about it, what you saving in the summertime, because you're running your air conditioning. But then in the wintertime, your gas bill goes down, because now you're able to heat your house with electricity now. So now your gas bill is cheap. Or if you might have had like oil, you're not calling an oil man to come, pump that gasoline into your basement no more.
Right.
So these programs is in your city. Just look them up.
And bro, is it a name they should
ask for? The one that I use in Philly is called Posigen.
Posigen, okay.
And then the real hack to it is that this my company, they do a referral code, right? So everybody that I tell about, so Derek, I told you, when you meet with the people, you get $25, whether you get approved, whether you do it or not. I get $50. And then when they come out and they look at your electric panel, right? I get another $100. So every step that you complete along the process, you know what I'm saying? Like I get paid too for just telling you about the shit.
I got you.
So, and these programs is available in a bunch of states. I ain't gonna say all of them, but just look it up.
I got you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
They got one. They got ones in Georgia also. Because I have like 34 panels now on my house. Be careful when you do get that stuff, because it is a tax write-off. So you can use them as a tax write-off also. So you get about 30,000, 20 something to 30,000 or even more off of your taxes by buying and purchasing these solar panels. Just make sure you get a grid tie system and that's the only way you're going to make some of the benefits back, and your stuff is going to low. But the best thing really is get some batteries, bro, and get off the daggone grid altogether, and have your solar panels after you regulate your energy usage. You can have your solar panels work for you, and you could basically be making money instead of them making money off of you, because what you're doing is really just selling them energy.
Hey, Georgia, I ain't understand that all the way. What you mean by get batteries?
Okay, there's a grid tie. There's a grid tie system. When you actually get the solar panels, it's tied directly into the electric company. It's tied directly to the electricity that you were getting before. And then there's a difference between grid tie and getting a battery operated system. When you get your own batteries, then that means the batteries is what's giving energy to your house. So the solar panels really working for you. When it's a grid tie system, you're literally just putting solar panels on the top of your house, and you're then giving energy back to the back to the electric company. They're buying it from you. Most of them don't pay you what it is worth. They're giving you less than what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Are the batteries rechargeable to the solar panels?
Yeah. The solar panels are charging the battery, and then you are using the battery energy to power your house.
Okay, I appreciate that, Queen.
No problem.
That sound like this program they have in Jersey. I know, like we actually got solar panels on our house, and what you saying right now, it sound like the same thing that we got. But Dante, the Posigen, that's the brother that was in the call the other day, right?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Cool.
And just link up with me, because like they here, but they know the other folks in other states. Like the company knows other companies.
Gotcha.
And like I'm tied in with them, you know what I'm saying? Like they tell me, you know what I mean, like just point me direction, for other people, for other places.
All right, y'all. I got three more to read. Remember, we're in week 4. Objective week number 2 of week 4. Discuss and set inflation resilient goals. Objective: develop a mindset focused on long-term financial resilience. The action: work together to set family financial goals, such as saving a certain amount, investing in real estate, or achieving a milestone with side hustles. And again, I'm not telling y'all exactly what to do. It's up to you. All our lives are going to be different. We're in different positions, different budgets, whatever the case is. Just give me some ideas. So again, set up a savings amount, investing in anything, period, or achieving a milestone with side hustles. The activity: hold a goal-setting session where each family member shares what they envision for the family's future. Number 3, this is one of my favorite ones. I talked about this some years ago, and a lot of motherfuckers laugh, but this shit is definitely needed still to this day. Explore bartering and community resources. The objective: learn to trade skills or goods as an alternative to spending money. Action: connect with local community groups for possible exchanges or shared services. The dope part about what we doing is we already got a community. I'm not saying you ain't got to go connect with a community group, but to give an example, I suck at, what's something I suck at? I ain't got to think of nothing, but let's just say this. Let's say I suck at meal prepping, right? So I'm going to say right now, shit, if there's anybody in here that know how to meal prep, hit me, because I ain't good at this shit. Then one of y'all going to be like, shit, bro, I suck at marketing. My back end ain't properly set up, and how you be scheduling posts, bro, and how you find content to repurpose and make green. We can go on and on, but the point I'm making is we bartering at that point. We ain't spending no money. We already got a digital community where we could be politicking with other people, saying like, look, this is what I'm good at. My budget ain't crazy right now. I ain't really got no money. So if there's anybody that need my services and you good in the following ABC 1, 2, 3, hit me. And then too, y'all know in Mighty, like the app tells you who, as far as other members, who's in your region. So again, I know some of y'all already building, so I'm preaching to the choir, but do not overlook, y'all. We got a digital community, and there's people in here that got superpowers that I don't have, you don't have, she don't have, he don't have. Rather than always spending money, we could be exchanging services. Activity: role play bartering scenarios where family members trade skills or items with each other, practicing negotiation skills. So especially when it comes to the youngins, teaching them more so delayed gratification and not always focusing on the money. Because, even in our adult life, a lot of people miss out on the opportunity because they just always focused on the bag. You pass up a motherfucker that could have showed you how to get 10 million because he ain't have 100,000 right now. So you went with the other dude and y'all capped out at 1 million. Y'all met y'all selling. You could have linked with bro. It would have took 2 years more, but you would have 10 times your outcome. So again, activity, role play, bartering scenarios where family members trade skills or items with each other, practicing negotiation skills. And this is the last one, y'all. Number 4 of week 4. And one more time, you're going to get the recording and it'll be updated. So if you miss anything I said, you'll have it literally in front of you within the next hour or two. Practice and reflect on economic preparedness. Objective, reinforce the skills learned over the month and discuss ways to improve them. So y'all, some of y'all may want to combat inflation for a month. Some of y'all may want to combat inflation for a year. Some of y'all may want to make it a lifestyle. So step 4 is solely going to be up to you, how serious you want to take it, how consistent you want to be with it, and if you really want to make this a part of your lifestyle. Personally, I think you should, because we just never know what life holds. And you just don't want to have a weak-ass family that they just dead last when shit get real. They don't know how to respond mentally, physically, financially. So I feel like this is something you might want to do maybe 2 to 3 times out of the year. Almost treat it like a drill. Like, hey, y'all, it's grind time. We finna practice minimalism, and we finna make sure we come up as a collective. Here's your responsibility, your goals, your scenarios, XYZ. Give everybody in the family something to do. And I guarantee y'all gonna be harder mentally and physically than the average family out here. Because most people right now, they don't even know what minimalism is, let alone how to practice it, let alone how to hone in on their gifts, talents, and their purpose and really go make some shit from scratch and make it happen. Or even know how to say no to their distractions, their vices, and the things that they deem absolutely necessary for them to live a fruitful life. Most people mentally do not have that gift. So me personally, this some shit I would make a lifestyle. Even if you don't do it year round, make it a lifestyle and make sure your family know at the drop of a dime, they could flip the switch, they can adapt at any moment, and we're going to be good either way. The action, review the family's progress and challenges, discussing areas for improvement. So it's super important that if you're going to do this challenge, identify where y'all fell short, why y'all fell short, what y'all sucked at, and make sure when y'all try it again, y'all meet those challenges head on that y'all couldn't shake last time. And you don't keep running to the same shit. Because if we're going to be real, most people that I know right now that's fucked up, this ain't their first time in life being fucked up. They've been fucked up 100 times. They just ain't learned the other 99, so they keep repeating the same damn lifestyle. Last but not least, simulate a price increase day where prices for household items are hypothetically increased. Have each family member come up with solutions to navigate the rising costs. Example, finding substitutes or adjusting their habits. I'll tell y'all a real story. It was last summer. Derek and Derrica was just reckless. They kept leaving lights on, leaving the kitchen dirty. They was just trying me, right? I wish they was here right now so they could tell the story. Some of y'all might have been in the mentorship when they told the story last year. But anyway, I made them pay for everything moving forward. They had to pay to sleep in their rooms. I treated their rooms like hotels. So if they didn't have money, I kicked them out of their room and they had to sleep in the living room. They had to pay for drinks. Shit, I think...
You took their forks from them. They had to eat with plastic forks and spoons.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They had to buy their own utensils. I wouldn't even let them eat on my forks. You feel me? So when they had to do that, they took life a lot more serious. They wasn't as wasteful. They literally... I remember one day, it was a cabinet I looked in. Man, Derek had done stocked up. I don't know when this motherfucker was going to the store. How he was doing it. He probably was door dashing. Who knows? But Derek had... And it wasn't bullshit. He had the little healthy bars. Listen, bro, I was giving them 8 paper towels per week. That's how serious I got with them. But, bro, they learn really quick, damn, we are wasteful. We take shit for granted. And this is what real life is. This is real adult life. When you ain't got your bread together, Bounty costs a lot of money. I don't know if anybody else use Bounty paper towels. Them shit's not cheap. They're my favorite, too. They're not cheap, though. Like a fucking 12-pack be costing like $50 and shit. Crazy. So yeah, bro, but that shit worked. It did wonders. And they really learned, like, they learn real adult life. Like, man, you know, as grown folks, everything count for us. We don't get shit free. Everything count. So I've already been implementing that shit into my children. So not only do they stop trying me in my household, but as they evolve, they gonna know, like, okay, I can adapt to this. My daddy put me in the real world early on. He used to kick me out my own room, and I had to pay to get back into my room like a fucking hotel. And I really told him, like, man, it's $1 million crib. No, you're going to pay to sleep in this motherfucker. You want a 50-inch TV on the wall, and Derek got curtains in the room and a nice view. She get to look out through the neighborhood of her upstairs window. Nah, y'all going to pay. But I did that shit for a whole summer. I remember, like, charging Derek. Yeah, because it wasn't Derek. I charged Derek $12 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But I really showed their ass, like, this is what it's like to be grown. Y'all want to smoke weed and do all this other shit like y'all grown? Say less. Now let's be grown for real. We're going to have grown bills. But the shit did wonders. They eventually came to me and was like, Daddy, all right, we broke. You done took all our money. We had a real conversation. And I still kept their money, but we had a real conversation, and there was a real lesson learned. Oh, no, I wasn't giving that bread back. Nah, that fucked up the whole plan. No, I want you to really know.
Hey, that's real.
Nah, bro, because they thought they was. They definitely came up to me like, they definitely put up on me like, we gonna get it back. I'm like, hell no, that's my money. This is my hotel. Y'all want to live in fly shit? This is what it costs. So when y'all get older, y'all want to get fly Airbnbs and travel. It costs. It really costs to be in fly shit. So get used to it. But like I said, it created a whole new respect, and I don't think I ever had any issues again. Like I remember,
bet you they gonna be conservative with they dough now.
Oh no, for sure, bro. I remember, like, I think Kari had came in there one day and was just like, Derek, you really gonna do that? I'm like, man, get that nigga 6 paper towels and you better not give him an extra 6. And she was like, 6 for a week. I said, yes. If he's smart, he gonna rip that motherfucker in half or in 4s and he gonna make it work. But no, like, in that moment, I'm teaching them responsibility, I'm teaching them minimalism, and I'm teaching them, like, listen, if I die on y'all tomorrow and y'all gotta go thug it, this what this shit come with. Ain't no free phones when you grown, ain't no free lodging, free gas, ain't shit free. Us grown motherfuckers got to pay for everything. So, but yeah, it worked out though. They learned their lesson. We had a dope ass conversation. I kept their money. We ain't had them issues no more. From cleaning to usage, everything. They be on point because they know I'll pop out and be like, all right, y'all getting evicted. Y'all got, man, like bottles of water. I was taxing too. I mean, Kamala be saying price gouging. I definitely was taxing. I'm charging niggas like $3 for a bottle of water. Just taxing them just to show them, like, I ain't gonna lie, their cost of living was more like California. I was trying them on some it wasn't Florida pricing, but they got the point though. We figured that shit out. So last thing again, y'all, stimulate a price increase day where prices for household items are hypothetically increased. Have each family member come up with solutions to navigate the rising costs. Example, it could be finding substitutes or it could be adjusting habits. So, you know, some of us got them kids that pour fucking half the syrup on 2 waffles. Teach them a lesson. You got to go in there one day and be like, yeah, that's going to cost you $5. $5, yeah. But you got to buy me a whole new syrup. Now you tripping. Why'd you do that? You just overdoing it. You going to throw away more syrup on the plate than you going to eat on the waffle. Like Melanie be doing shit. Man, she'll go make a jelly sandwich and just jelly everywhere. Till I pull up and be like, yeah, that's going to cost you $6. What you mean? Now I want you to buy me 2 of them back since you wasted 1. I bet you won't waste my jelly again. So yeah, y'all, and again, for anybody that missed any steps, I'm going to upload it. I'm going to stop the recording in a second. I'm going to upload it, but that is a 4-week plan for you as a collective with the family to combat inflation. So I'm still on here, y'all, but I'm going to end the recording. I don't want it to go too long. Where is that? Give me 2 seconds, y'all.
Hey, I just wanted to add, like, my minimalism done got so crazy. Like, I only spend like $250 a month on groceries right now.
That's good.
Just because I done lowered everything, and I'm vegan, so it's way easier for me because I can do my meal prep and I can, you know, discipline my mind to say, this is what I'm eating this week, and ain't nothing changing. I might change a different vegetable, like for 2 days, and then have another vegetable 2 days. But my main 2 things that I'm eating, that's for the whole week, and I can't change it up.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead, bro. Somebody was saying something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You say the recording is going to be sent to the email after you get done?
No, bro. It'll be a mighty network. So when you I'm finna end it in a second. I still got to record because bro was saying something, but it'll be in mighty networks. When you click the section that say Family Bible, you'll see a updated recording with today's date.